You are looking at a live picture from the Democratic Convention in Philadelphia. This evening, Bernie Sanders, Michelle Obama, Elizabeth Warren all set to speak. Also, an illegal alien mother and her American-born daughter just wrapped up talking to the folks. Joining us now from Philadelphia, Congressman Luis Gutierrez, who spoke earlier this evening as well. So you're speaking on immigration. I want to know a few things. Do you believe in open borders? So do you favor open borders like they have in Europe?
Bill, you and I have talked about this in the past. You know that I've introduced immigration reform bills, and the first two chapters are securing our borders and making sure that people, when they come to the United States, they don't come with a coyote. They don't come illegally. They come with a visa.
Okay.
We want to make sure that we have a legal immigration system.
So you don't believe
Let me just say one thing really quickly.
Go ahead.
Absolutely not.
All right. So but there are members of your party who do. And we spoke to a few of them, members of the Democratic Party who want open borders, who don't want, they want a society that has free flow in and out like Europe. Now, when you say that you want to secure the border, see, now Trump says, oh, I'm going to build a wall, and then I'm going to put legions of people behind it. That's how I'm going to secure it. What's the Democratic Party's vision on securing the border? What are they going to do?
Here's what we do, Bill. As part of immigration reform, we take those that are here in the country and we give them a background check. And if you haven't committed
but I'm more interested in the border.
I understand that.
Right.
But in order to get to the border, I think the first thing we need to do is use our resources smart, right? So if we have millions of undocumented workers in this country that have American citizen children and they're working and they're abiding by all of the law and they've been here 10, 15, 20 years, why not give them an opportunity?
All right, but Congressman, this doesn't have anything to do with securing the border.
Then it does, Bill, in this sense. Now we can take all of those massive resources that we use on this silly fantasy of picking them up so that we can have more security. And as part of it, Bill, here's what I believe. I'm going to make this absolutely clear. I think that every American company, before they hire somebody, should make sure that that worker goes through a background check.
All right, E-Verify, that would be a good thing. But you still haven't told me.
Absolutely.
Now I'm trying the third time, Congressman. How do you secure the southern border? What do you do?
Here's what you do. You make sure that in our agricultural industry, and Bill, I've traveled to Florida, I've traveled to Georgia, I've traveled to California. You and I both know that there are millions of undocumented workers that work hard, sweat, toil every day to put the food we eat on our table. That's not a myth, that's a reality. Why don't we let them come with visas to this country so that then we don't have people using that border?
You know,
we can secure it, Bill, because the resources that are there are going to be there. And I love you, Bill. I wouldn't be on this program.
This is the fourth time.
Can I just say something? I thought all last night I thought two things. I'm going to give a speech at the convention on prime time, and I'm going to be on the #1 news Fox Cable.
But you're not answering the question. I'm going to ask it the fourth time.
I am.
How do you secure the border? What do you do? Are you going to move all the illegal aliens down there and wall them out? We can have them preventing other people from coming in?
We allow people to come out of the shadows, Bill. We put an E-Verify
doesn't have anything to do with securing the border.
It does. It does. Because can I just say one thing to you, Bill?
Yeah.
There are 11 million undocumented workers. You keep talking about the border and securing the border.
Yeah.
I want to secure LAX. I want to secure Kennedy. I want to secure
We can deal with that overstay of the visas. We can deal with that. But you still can't tell me.
45% of the undocumented, that's the way they came here.
And that
so
we have to solve that problem.
The totality.
But you still have not told me how you're going to secure the border.
Right,
I can't keep asking you the same question.
Bill, give me a suggestion.
Who, me?
Give me a suggestion.
If anybody overstayed their visa, they would be fined $10,000. That solves that problem.
Okay. And I will tell you one thing. Here's what I think. No, I don't like it for this reason.
You don't like it. So you don't want to solve it.
But
10 grand.
Bill,
you overstay your visa, 10 grand.
Bill,
you can't pay, you go to debtor's prison.
Bill, we could solve the problem tomorrow.
Yeah.
because there are good men and women in the Republican Party that can work with good men and women in the
Can't solve it
Democratic
unless you
Party.
put forth some kind of secure the border plan. And you haven't.
We have a secure... Look, Bill, there are fewer people crossing that border than in the last 30 years. We've already doubled the enforcement on the border. We have to...
They're detaining hundreds of thousands of people down there.
Bill,
you know they are.
What you're trying to deny is that there is an insatiable thirst for the drugs that come across that border in the United States of America.
Well, there's nothing we can do about that.
We have to look at the totality.
Unless we punish the drug dealers and the cartel people. All right, Congressman. I'm glad you came on. If you do think of an answer sometime this week, let us know. Get you back on.
I gave you one. Thank you, Bill.
All right, Congressman.